Will a case have more value if you file a lawsuit versus settling it prior to the lawsuit? Very common for someone who comes into my office to inquire about whether there can be a pre-trial or pre-lawsuit settlement, or whether we will need to file a lawsuit. Now, most people who are involved in accidents or employment-related matters aren't familiar with how the process works, and so they only know what they've seen on television or on the internet. There are two ways to approach resolution of potential legal claims in these situations. The first is to try to resolve it prior to filing a formal lawsuit. The second is to file the formal lawsuit and let the process play out and try to resolve it through that formalized legal process. Now, in some situations, it does make sense to file a lawsuit because it will probably or more likely help you get more leverage to get a better result in the end. It also comes with risks. There is a risk during any legal proceeding or lawsuit that the case could be dismissed, that the defendant could not pay anything, they could refuse, or that you could ultimately lose at trial. There are some situations where it does make sense to resolve a claim prior to filing a lawsuit, and in fact, in some cases, there is more leverage doing it that way. In other cases, there is more leverage filing the lawsuit, letting the process play out, taking depositions, and getting more information which may help bolster or strengthen the case. It is a very case-by-case specific assessment, so anyone who tells you one way or the other that they know the answer is not considering your circumstances. We look at these cases each individually, talk with the client, figure out what their desires are, what their wishes are with respect to the process, how long they want it to take, etc., and then we make a decision and make a recommendation based on that. If you have questions about any of this, feel free to reach out to us.